Familiar, doesn't it? Facebook censoring a New York Post report on the multi-million dollars a Black Lives Matter co-founder spent on luxury homes.
Users of the social media giant got this alert that you see right there on your screen when attempting to share the link, claiming the article goes against our community standards.
Joining us now to put it in perspective, Fox America Weekend co-host Will Kane. Will, I was saying that I'm still disconcerted about what happened with the Hunter Biden story with the New York Post. They later would apologize. But to not publish, to not allow you to be able to share this story that is legitimate, it's backed up by numbers and proof and documents, is stunning to me. Is it to you?
Stunning, but increasingly unsurprising. They don't care about your criticism, Brian. They don't even care about the obviousness of their hypocrisy. The hypocrisy can be pointed out with a simple Google search. They allow people's homes to be posted. They allow news stories that show people's addresses, pictures of their homes all over that social media website. But in this case, it's not allowed. Clearly, what's going on here is more than hypocrisy, Brian. They're not concerned about it, and it's getting increasingly boring to point it out. The real question is, what are we going to do about it? That's the interesting question. At what point do we just say, these people, these companies, controlling so much of what we think, see, and hear, they're not who they hold themselves out to be. They're not simply a platform, a common carrier, a neutral point of view. They have a point of view, and they are censoring those who disagree with it. So really the only question left is, what are we going to do about it? Are we going to break them up? Are we going to regulate them? Are we going to crush them as the adversaries to free thought that they clearly are?
What's the limit? How far does this go?
No limit, Ainsley. There's clearly no limit to the one-sidedness, the absolute boxing out of any disagreement that big tech companies will go to. But here's the other thing, Pete, Ainsley, and Brian. Even if we do something about big tech, that's only a start, because we've seen a complete hostile takeover of every aspect of our culture by one radical point of view. One point of view who's so intellectually bankrupt, they can't even be subjected to a counterpoint. They can't hear a rebuttal. They dare allow a single debate. So it's college campuses, it's the media landscape, it's big tech, it's Hollywood, it's everywhere you go. So we have to do something about big tech, but that's only the start.
No, you're right. And now, Will, it's on the steps of the Supreme Court where they say there's one place where we don't have power, it's the Supreme Court, and we need to pack that one, too. We got a statement from Facebook we need to react to. They said this content was removed for violating our privacy and personal information policy. It's
personal to them. They're saying it. Privacy
so showing
and
a house, we're not talking about addresses. Help me.
Well, I can't help you because, as I said, if you go on a simple Google search, you'll see all the instances in which they don't live up to that very standard. Look, Facebook is a corrupt cop. They're a dirty cop. They've already decided who the bad guy is. It's you, it's me, it's people who disagree with the acceptable point of view. What they are doing is, like a dirty cop, looking for planted evidence. They're making up the rule after the fact. They've already fingered the suspect. It's us. Now they're just looking for a reason, a rule, evidence to get done what they want to get done. Silence us.
All right, so I got to tell you what's coming up on your show over this weekend. Nigel Farage, former UK Brexit chief. Kurt Busch, he could not do Brexit, but he does drive fast. And David Wells, former Major League Baseball player for 20 years, who has given up baseball because they are moving the All-Star game. Have you approved these guests?
I'm so glad that you read that, Brian, because during Pete's last question, I had to look down at my phone really quickly because I knew it was coming. Who's on the show this weekend, Will? Don't mess this part up. Brian's got it handled.
You saved him, Brian.
Thank you, Brian.
We're never ready for that question.
As Ainsley says all the time, I am something special.
That's his nice way of saying, why didn't you let me tell you who's going to be on the show? Thanks, Brian.
Will Kane, thank you very much, brother.
Good job,
Appreciate
Will.
it.
Thank you. We'll be watching.
Thank you.